We are 4 months into the new year, and here's the time where people fall off track and lose sight of their healthy habits. I wanted to share with you guys 5 of my favorite things to do that will allow you to be the best version of yourself. Let's get right into it. Healthy habit tip 1 is to wake up an hour earlier so that way you can move your body for 30 minutes every single day. Now, this looks different for me each day. Some days I go to Orange Theory and get a workout in, but I've been loving to do a few at-home workouts a week. It's just a really fun way that you can work out and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. And days where I don't really want to work out, I'll go on an extra long walk with the dogs, or I'll just do a light little stretch. My goal is just to move my body for 30 minutes every single day. The next healthy habit that I love having in my routine is practicing gratitude every single morning. I like to carve out at least 15 minutes in the morning to practice gratitude, write out things that I'm thankful for. So I have this gratitude journal. I'll make sure to link it down below, but I love it because it just encourages positive thinking in the morning. I love just starting my morning writing what I'm grateful for, what I would like to do to make today great. I do daily affirmations. And it also has a little section for you to do your reflections at the end of the day, which I love. This just starts my day on a positive foot. After I finish writing in my gratitude journal, I love to say a prayer, thanking God for another day, and we're getting right into a Bible study. So I just got this book called The Bible in 52 Weeks, and I love it, you guys, because it's an amazing way to really break down the Bible in sections so you can read the entire thing. And what I love about this book is it's like not in order, so you're going to be jumping around the Bible, reading all of the different chapters, which I'm really excited about. And then at the end of each week, you have some reflection questions that I really like. And it's just a really good way to reflect on what you have learned. So now I'm just reading the verses that my book has me reading for the day. I wanted to share with you guys a close-up shot of my Bible. Not only is it beautiful, I love it because it has a study portion at the bottom of it, which is so helpful. Another thing that I like to add into my gratitude time if I have a little extra time in my morning is to read. I'm currently reading a book called Declarations for Breakthrough, Agreeing with the Voice of God, and it is such an amazing book. I have like highlighted every single thing in this book, but it's just such a great way to start your morning. The next healthy habit I have for you all is to do a 15-minute tidy every single day. Now, the time you do this really depends on you. I personally like to do it in the morning after breakfast. Usually I'll have a few dishes in the sink or a few dishes that I've just washed that need to be like dried and put away. And usually the counters will be a little bit dirty for me making breakfast and fixing the dogs their fresh food. So I like to take the time, wash the dishes really fast, wipe down the counters, and then I'm just doing a quick vacuum. This next tip I have for you guys has been a game changer in my routine. It has just allowed me to be a lot healthier. I'm eating at home a lot more often, and that is to food prep out your dinner beforehand. So this tip is gonna look different for so many different people. So maybe for you, that is the morning before, the night before, or maybe the day of. Whatever it is, you want to prep out the ingredients for your dinner ahead of time. So that way, when you're ready to make dinner, like the prep work is done, and dinners have only been taking me like 15 to 30 minutes to prepare because I've already done the hard work. I've washed my vegetables, I've chopped them, I've marinated the meat if that's what needs to be done. So the only thing I'm doing when I've worked a full day is just popping the ingredients in a skillet or popping it in the oven. It's quick and easy, and I have no excuses to not eat healthy. So I'm making chicken fajitas, and this is a recipe that can kind of take a little bit of time because you do have to wash the vegetables, prep out the vegetables, chop up your chicken. So me going ahead and doing this while I already have my cutting board out, already have my knife out because I'm fixing lunch, I might as well just chop up all the vegetables. And also I have found that my recipes have been tasting a lot better because I go ahead and just take the time to season the meat, put it in like a Ziploc bag so that way the meat's like getting nice and marinated, and then when I'm ready to cook it, I can just pop it on a pan, pop it in the skillet, and it is ready to go. So to make these fajitas, it is so simple and easy. You can really use any protein you like. I will alternate between chicken, shrimp, steak. Today I'm using chicken, and then I do chop up some vegetables. So I chopped up a red pepper, an orange pepper, and also 1 onion. And then I just put it in there. And then I add some taco seasoning. You can also add fajita seasoning, but I just love the taco seasoning that I get from Costco. So I just added, this was about 1.5 pounds of meat. So I just added what it told me to add on the back of the seasoning. I did some fresh lime juice, and then I also did some olive oil, and then I just tossed it really well, and it made like a delicious marinade, and the chicken just sat in it for hours until I was ready to cook it. Want to make sure to give it a really good toss before putting it in the fridge. And now it's later in the day, and I wanted to share with you guys how this recipe turned out. So you just need a sheet pan. You can also like grill this on the stovetop, like in a skillet. That's amazing too, but I just wanted to make it super easy tonight. So I popped it on a sheet pan. I baked it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. And you guys, it was amazing. This next tip I have for you guys is to stop buying your favorite food item and keeping it in your house. Stop keeping it in your pantry, your freezer. Like, it's just setting you up for a disaster. You're never gonna be able to reach your fitness goals if you have your favorite unhealthy food item at arm's reach where you can just grab. Instead, just treat yourself to that favorite item like 1 time per week. Hear me out. So my favorite like unhealthy food item is ice cream. And I used to buy a big old gallon of my favorite ice cream, keep it in the freezer, so whenever I wanted it, it was at arm's reach. Well, that got really unhealthy. I was gaining weight, I was feeling bad, and it started to become like an addiction. Like every day after dinner, I would have a bowl of ice cream. So I know what you're saying. You're like, but I need my favorite item. Here's an alternative for you. You can still have your like fun treat, but make a healthier version to it. And I know that the healthier option is not always the same thing. And that's why I try to be really realistic when I'm trying to be healthy. I allow myself to go to my favorite ice cream shop one time per week. It's usually on Friday. I will go get some ice cream, and that's a lot healthier for me versus me keeping a tub of ice cream in the freezer. And I had a hard time accepting that at first because I'm like, why would I go to an ice cream shop and spend $8 on like a cup of ice cream when I can have an entire gallon and have it when I want? But here's why. If we're trying to be a healthier version of ourselves, we have to have boundaries with things. We can't just have unhealthy things in our home that we're gonna be tempted by. So don't buy that ice cream, don't buy those cookies. Instead, during the week, find a healthier option to your favorite foods that you can enjoy. And then one or maybe even once every other week, go and get your favorite snack. I know for me, I give myself an opportunity to have ice cream once a week, but to be honest, I didn't even go last week or the week prior. I can't go if I want to, but I find that when I don't keep that unhealthy item in my home, I'm less likely to have it. So to satisfy that sweet tooth when I'm wanting some ice cream, I love making this sweet treat. It is so good, you guys, and it's only 2 ingredients. It's literally just frozen mango and almond milk. So you just need a high-speed blender or a food processor. I like to add the frozen fruit in there. You can really add just as much as you want. I added about a cup. And then you just want to do a splash at a time. You don't need a whole lot of liquid, just enough to blend it and get the consistency that you like. I like having it in my favorite coconut bowls, and you can also add like fruit toppings on top if you want to, but I honestly just love mine plain. You can also blend it with some sugar if you like it like super sweet. I personally think the mango is just like the perfect sweetness. So here's how it looks. It is literally a dream, you guys. You have to give it a try. Thank you all so much for watching my 5 healthy habits that I love doing every single day to be the best version of myself. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.